Super Bowl 55 is here. Tampa Bay versus Kansas City. Bucks versus Chiefs. Mahomes versus Brady. Goat versus baby goat. Kevin Kim versus Geoff A. Whatever you want to call it, it's here. It's a great matchup. Um, I'd say it's the quarterback matchup, best quarterback matchup we've ever seen in a Super Bowl, just in terms of the the magnitude of the legacies on the line and all the storylines that are surrounding this game. It's Tampa Bay. It's in Tampa Bay. Their first home Super Bowl we've ever seen. Man, I'm excited for this. How are you guys feeling about the Super Bowl? Kevin?
Yeah, this is definitely going to be one of the most exciting Super Bowls, I hope at least, especially with the recent Super Bowls in our past that have been rather lackluster. Um, I mean, I will say though, last year's Super Bowl wasn't that bad, but especially the Rams Patriots Super Bowl, if we just think back to that and what could have been, I really hope that this Super Bowl lives up to the hype because it's definitely being marketed as one of the best Super Bowls of all time.
Geoff A., how would you react if you saw a blowout in this Super Bowl from either side?
I mean, I would be shocked. I would say that if that does happen, one of their legacies will be kind of tainted because they choked in the Super Bowl. Because either Mahomes blows out Brady, which is not good for Brady's legacy, which is going to make it easier for Mahomes to be the GOAT, or Brady blows out Mahomes. In that case, it's going to be harder for Mahomes to surpass Brady in the GOAT conversation. So I'm going to be surprised if it's a blowout, but I can see it happening.
Yeah, for sure. And we had a little bit of trouble coming up with original M2M content for this segment. But I think the best way to go is to just drop hot takes. I think hot takes are very interesting and depending on what you say. So, Kevin, give me one hot take for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't know if this would be considered as a hot take by many, but I will say I think maybe Tom Brady will outperform Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. Everyone is touting Patrick Mahomes as the new GOAT. This is a passing of the torch. He's been playing lights out ever since he's become starter for the Kansas City Chiefs. But right now, everyone has been doubting Tom Brady throughout the entire season and finally has culminated into Tom Brady taking his new team to the Super Bowl. And still, people are doubting Tom Brady, saying that, oh, he has great weapons around him. So, Tom Brady, no matter what he does, he's always going to have haters. And one way to shut down all those haters is to outperform Patrick Mahomes, the new NFL, golden figure. Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, they're both going against kind of suspect defenses that have been improving over the last few games. But if Brady outperforms Mahomes, then his legacy is protected.
Yeah, and you talked about the defenses. I think we see a shootout in this Super Bowl. Very possible given the offensive firepower on both sides of the ball. Geoff A., give me one hot take for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so the last time the Chiefs and the Bucks played, Tyreek Hill had a monster game. He had like 13 receptions, 269 yards. I'm going to predict that he has a down game. I think the Bucks are going to find a way to stop Tyreek Hill because he completely destroyed them last game. And if they don't stop him, then the Bucks are screwed. And I think that McCole Hardman is going to have a breakout game. I think he's going to have 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. I think this is a game where he finally shows that he's a great receiver. And I think that there's a chance that McCole Hardman to surpass Tyreek Hill for next season after the Super Bowl.
I think Serge asked for bold takes, hot takes, not stupid takes. It's not going to
No,
happen.
no, just McCole Hardman. I have a lot of belief in this kid. He is a great wide receiver. He's just waiting for a great opportunity, and I think McCole. This is a breakout game right here.
Okay, that could be very true, but you're comparing him to the cheetah and you're saying that he might pass him. Nobody passes Tyreek Hill, especially on his own team.
Hey,
So
McCole
I don't know
Hardman.
about that hot take. Yeah, my hot take is just a little specific, I guess. I think we're gonna see a play where we have a touchback and a team is about to score and the ball is gonna be fumbled in front of the end zone and that dumb rule is gonna come back just like it was there in the Browns game. I think we're gonna see that kind of play in this game. Um, I'm excited for it. I think that play could come potentially in the second half, potentially at a critical moment. Um, Yeah, it could determine the game.
Might be Ronald Jones with his fumbling issues.
Hmm.
Yeah, anyways, let's get to our main question, or probably our last question. Geoff A, you gave me this question, so I would definitely give you credit for it. But if Mahomes wins this Super Bowl and he retired just after the Super Bowl with his 2 Super Bowls, his 3 magnificent seasons, is he a Hall of Famer directly after this game, assuming he wins? Geoff A, I'm going to let you answer first.
I'm gonna say yes because the last 3 years is some of the best seasons I've seen by a quarterback. He went to three AFC championships, won two of them, would have won another one if not for a D Ford offside. And if he wins another Super Bowl, that's more than what most quarterbacks have done in their career. I think Philip Rivers and Eli Manning, both of them are most likely going to be Super Bowls. Philip Rivers haven't won a ring. Eli Manning has won an MVP. Mahomes has done both of them. And if you look at another quarterback like Drew Brees has won one Super Bowl. He hasn't won an MVP. Mahomes has won two. Is going to win two. He's going to have another MVP. Mahomes has done so much. I would take 3 years of Mahomes over 10, 15 years of Philip Rivers. I would take 3 years of Mahomes over 10, 15 years of Eli Manning. And that's why I think he's a Hall of Famer if he wins the Super Bowl this week.
Oh my God, it's kind of crazy just to think about like 3 years versus 10 to 15 years. You can accomplish more in terms of Super Bowls, and that's what Mahomes has the opportunity to do. I do think it's a very interesting point. Kevin, how do you see this? Do you think if Mahomes retires after he wins Super Bowl 55, assuming he wins, is he a Hall of Famer?
Hell no. Hell no. And let me say this, Joffrey A is showing so much disrespect to Philip Rivers and Eli Manning, who, by the way, are two great quarterbacks. And you saying that Patrick Mahomes has done great things in a few years, that's true. But how is that Hall of Fame worthy? How are you telling me that 3 years of being a starter is worth the Hall of Fame? The Hall of Fame is for quarterbacks who have showcased greatness for a long time. You are seriously undermining and underestimating the importance and value of longevity. Why do we say Larry Fitzgerald is one of the great wide receivers? Why do we say Philip Rivers, Eli Manning, Drew Brees, all these quarterbacks are great? Because of their longevity. Longevity is super important in a league like this. This is why no one talks about Andrew Luck as a top quarterback anymore. No one talks about that anymore. Andrew Luck has showcased greatness in his years as a starter. Does anyone say he should go to the Hall of Fame? Does anyone say that he's one of the best quarterbacks in the modern era? No. All right, I understand Patrick Mahomes has one Super Bowl ring and one MVP. Okay, but how would this one Super Bowl ring and one MVP get you to the Hall of Fame? It doesn't. All right, and also rings. You say that Patrick Mahomes, if he wins this, he'll have 2 rings, right? That's more than some other quarterbacks. But again, rings have a lot of team factor that goes into it. I know Husi and Josh Christopherson are celebrating while I'm saying this, but it's true. It's a team factor, and Patrick Mahomes has been in the perfect system for his career thus far. Andy Reid, one of the best coaches, offensive minds of all time, right? He's got Tyreek Hill, he's got Travis Kelce. Now, granted, I'm not undermining Mahomes here, but to say that he goes to the Hall of Fame in just 4 years of quarterback play is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What quarterback doesn't even have 20,000 passing yards and gets to the Hall of Fame? No one.
All right, my response to that, I don't think Hall of Fame is just about longevity. I think it's about greatness. I think it's about history, and you can't tell the history, or you can tell about the greatness of the NFL without mentioning Mahomes. Mahomes, all right, we brought up Andrew Luck, but Andrew Luck is nowhere near what Mahomes has done in his first 3 years. Mahomes has been insane. He has looked like one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He has potential to be one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and I think you can't tell the story of the NFL without Mahomes.
All right, so answer me this, Joffrey. Answer me this. Patrick Mahomes has Andy Reid, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. Right. Andrew Luck had one of the worst offensive lines in the history of football. That is why he retired early, because he kept getting injured because his line couldn't protect him for Jack. Right. His top weapon was who? T.Y. Hilton. Is that his top weapon? T.Y. Hilton. Right. His coach, Chuck Pagano, I believe, a defensive coach. So you're telling me that the system that doesn't even compare. The cold system that Andrew Luck was in doesn't even compare to what Patrick Mahomes is in right now. Patrick Mahomes has so many more luxuries right now. So it's unfair to say Andrew Luck doesn't even compare because he hasn't had the same support system, not even comparable.
I don't think that matters because those are hypothetical situations. What if Andrew Luck had a better
Question is a
offense?
hypothetical question.
No. I true, but I'm just saying, what if Andrew Luck had a better offensive line? But that's like saying, oh, Drew Brees would have won 7 Super Bowls if he had a great defense. He didn't. We can think about what would have happened if he had a good offense, if he had a system like Patrick Mahomes, because
But
it didn't
would you
happen.
not say that it's fair to assume? It's just a fair assumption that Andrew Luck may have gotten to the Super Bowl at least once, because considering that with a terrible offensive line and limited offensive weapons, he still made it into the playoffs pretty far multiple times. I think that's enough to show that Andrew Luck has shown his capability of carrying a franchise.
I think it's definitely a fair assumption, but it didn't happen. And Hall of Fame is about what happened and not what could have happened. And I think that Mahomes, he has showed me that he is great. He has shown me that he can win Super Bowls, that he can come back in big games. And Andrew Luck, he hasn't even made it to a Super Bowl. And I don't think Andrew Luck is nowhere near what has done nowhere near what Mahomes has done in 3 years.
All right. Well, we're not comparing Andrew Luck and Patrick Mahomes. We're asking if Patrick Mahomes is a Hall of Famer after this Super Bowl, assuming he wins. I think it's a very interesting question. I think it's very close because from the eye test, yes, Mahomes is a future Hall of Famer based on the longevity of his career. We expect him to succeed in his 10 years contract, whatever, however long he performs with the Chiefs. We expect him to have a Hall of Fame career. But after this Super Bowl, assuming he just has two, it's a little quick for me as well. So I'm gonna like side with Kevin, I guess, on that. But I think it's a really interesting question. I think Joffrey made a good argument. We're just all gonna be enjoying watching the Super Bowl. We hope you do too, M2M fans. Yeah, Brady versus Mahomes, GOAT versus Baby GOAT. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to our channel, the M2M Network, for more sports and entertainment content.